Howdy, my Facebook fans and my YouTube fans. This is LA Casciato. Ron and I are checking out this particular trail here that's not too far from his house.
Ooh.
What's the matter?
No, nothing. Mosquito going for you.
And been wanting to check out this trail for a little bit, so we may or may not see something. We both have protection with us. Ron is wearing a whistle. I forgot to grab mine. And he's in bear country, so he also has bear spray. Restricted area boundary. So I'm not gonna go too far down. I was just a little curious on this trail. They have the same trail on the other side. Like I said, there's Ron with his bear spray.
And Ron has his whistle to alert any bears that we're out here, so we don't surprise them.
And the way to check to make sure you're on trail is, one, I have my Old Trails app going on, and then you have the markers up there on the trees. Wanted to get a little exercise out, so maybe we'll get a little lucky.
Because she got bored.
Because I got bored. And maybe we'll get lucky and see something, but we're going to try not to scare any bears. Could you hold this for 1 second, please?
Yep. You can see the mosquitoes flying around, which I did not bring any spray with me.
You want a mosquito thing?
Yeah.
You take that one. Give me 1 second. By the way, these things are reusable. They're about $1 at Walmart. They're citronella bracelets. They don't stop the bugs completely.
Oops. How come this went blank?
It does that. It's like a screensaver, but all you do is gotta touch the screen and it will come back. But Ron's opening his.
Ron's trying to open his.
It doesn't stop the mosquitoes completely, but it does slow it down. You want me to get it for you?
Yeah. Oops, I almost had it.
I gotta pull it apart. And then always save the bags, because once you put your bracelet back in the bag, it kind of like recycles it.
Okay. Go.
Now, we just put them on, so it will take a few minutes for it to start working. And like I said, I do have my Old Trails app on. Now, if I had my car, I would have grabbed my walking sticks, and I didn't think of grabbing them out of my car. So, we're not going to go too far down this trail. Just wanted to try to get some GoPro footage. I'm kind of hoping we get to see a deer, but every so often, Ron might blow his whistle to alert any nearby bears. I do have a bag with me with some water in case we get thirsty before we get back to the car. But it's not that hot right now.
It's, I think, about 84, 82.
And by the way, the reason why I have my socks the way I do is because even though we're not in the brush, ticks are still active this time of the year in this part of Florida.
And definitely you're a lot smarter than me, coming out in shorts and short sleeves.
I just didn't feel like changing my clothes, to be honest. Now, I didn't do it this time, but just so a lot of you know, There is another hack to help keep ticks off you. It's not 100% foolproof, but it does work. You can take like some painter's tape or silver tape and wrap it around your ankle, sticky side out. And any ticks that might be crawling up your legs will get stuck to the tape, hopefully. But we're not going through the brush. As you see, we are staying on the main trail here. And the mosquitoes are kind of torturous right now. And like I said, these sprays, they do work, but sometimes they take a few minutes.
I didn't think about the mosquitoes being this bad. If I did, I would have definitely made sure. There's a deer track. Definitely.
That's relatively fresh.
Yeah, I definitely would have made sure I had put some insect spray on it.
Yeah, I usually keep off or deep woods off in my car, but we came in Ron's car, so never deer track.
And Ron didn't even think about it.
Bambi! Just let the bears know that we're here, but I might have scared off any nearby deer.
Yeah, that would Bambi will come out of the forest.
And when you're in bear country, where Ron's at here in Ocala, is a majority of black bear.
Yeah, that's all we have.
You know, and they're relatively harmless.
Yeah,
They usually, and I'll explain why I say relatively harmless in a few minutes, but they're usually relatively harmless, and they usually shy away from humans is because they're shy. With that being said, think about it. You wouldn't want somebody walking up behind you and surprising you. I know me personally, I don't know about Ron, but if somebody walks up behind me and startles me, I'm going to take a swing. Wildlife, bears, deers, or whatever can't talk, so...
More deer tracks.
So, yeah, you're going to end up hurt. Now, on a norm, about the only time black bears are a bit more aggressive is when it's their mating season or it's mama with her babies nearby. Then yes, they're a bit more aggressive. But as long as you're occasionally talking loud, or in Ron's case, blowing the whistle, they're gonna hear us long before we see them. So, with that being said, and like I said, we both have protection with us, and Ron does have bear spray with him. So, we got that from Bass Pro Shop a couple of years ago. They had, he went to get an extra, but for some reason they discontinued it. Don't know why. Some was so supposedly something with the ingredients. Now, normally when I'm home and on the gym, I walk about a mile, maybe a mile and a half. I don't think I'm going to walk down that far, and I don't think Ron's going to be used to walking that far.
Well, it wouldn't be so bad if it wasn't for these mosquitoes, which are horrendous.
Yeah, the mosquitoes are murderous right now. Now, I do not know how far this trail goes, and it does lead to other trails. So right now I'm also kind of looking at the trees to see if I see any markings. Because it looks like it's where you can either go straight or to the left.
I'd go straight.
Ron wants to go straight, then we'll go straight.
Because that doesn't look like it's... Well, that probably just goes around anyway.
But yeah, hopefully this may or may not be around the time we might see some wildlife. Now, if I thought about it, I might have burnt my drone, but technically you're not supposed to be flying drones in the National Forestry. So I might bring it next time. I don't know. And like I said, these citronella bracelets do take a few minutes to work. I keep some in my backpack. I keep some in my car. But right now, all we're seeing is trees. So I'm going to stop the video for a few minutes. And hopefully maybe see something in the future. In a few. Oh, by the way, I am doing... Remember I said a viewer has sent me this fanny pack that kind of goes stretch. It's very, very comfortable. And on the back, it does another deer print, by the way.
Yep.
It is very comfortable. So, let's get it back. I thought they were calming down. I think I spoke too soon.
Yep.
But it's very comfortable. And yes, that's what I have my phone in and my personal protection. These are all fresh.
Yes, most definitely.
So, maybe we'll get lucky and see something. Preferably a deer. Maybe we'll walk a little further down and then we'll head back to the car.
Good, because these mosquitoes are a pain in the ass. Again, my fault for not using mosquito spray.
And I didn't think of grabbing mine from the car. Look at these flowers, aren't they pretty? At least I think they're flowers. With all the fresh deer tracks I just saw, I was hoping maybe we would see a deer. It might be too early for them to come out. I don't know. More of those pretty flowers.
I don't know how much more I can take with these mosquitoes.
Okay, if you want to turn around, we can turn around.
Yeah.
Alright, people, we're going to turn around because the mosquitoes are kind of horrendous right now. More fresh deer tracks. So, we're going to head back to the car for maybe a third, maybe a half a mile from the car.
But we'll just have to come back here again in a couple more months when it's cooler and there's no mosquitoes.
Hopefully no mosquitoes. Ron's out here in Central Florida. He's in the Ocala/Silver Springs area.
Ocala National Forest.
And that's where we are right now.
This would be considered the church-like unit.
Next time I come up, oh, there's the church, like, look at that mushroom, people.
Mushroom.
Behind his house, he also has another part of the church-like unit. And they have, my son found it actually, a protected site there. of people that were here in the past.
An Indian mound.
An Indian mound, that's what it's called. So maybe next time I come up, we'll go over there and I'll get some pictures of that.
I forgot how old it is. What was it, 400, 500, 600 years old?
Yeah, it's about 500, 600 or so years old. Like I said, the next time I come up, I will get a picture of it. But the only thing we're seeing right now is mosquitoes. And I think they're kind of bothering Ron more than what they are me.
They love me. I'm tender and juicy. And sweet.
So, sorry I couldn't get anything on the GoPro. But maybe next time we come up, hopefully a little bit cooler, we'll go down the other trail and maybe we'll catch something.
Well, as you can see, there's plenty of fresh steer tracks around.
But yeah, being out here in the forest with the wildlife, have protection with you, even if you just bring bear spray. But like I said, Ron and I both have personal protection, and he brought the bear spray. Of course, we would use that first before we use our other form of protection. I was kind of hoping it would have been that time of the day where we might have seen something, but maybe not. But look at all that greenery. Look at all that forestry. And by the way, I am using a actual GoPro Hero 12. It takes really good videos and pictures. I love it. It's way better than the knockoffs I was using. The picture and video quality is superb, and so is the sound. Like I said, way better than the knockoffs I was using. I think next time we come, I'm gonna give Ron a couple of those mosquito bat bracelets.
Well, I'm gonna make sure I actually spray myself with some of that deep stuff.
But I'm gonna keep the GoPro running in case something does. Maybe will come by. Like I said, I was hoping we would have seen a deer, but I think the road we're on is mainly for the vehicles that come out here and maintain the forestry.
Well, when I drive the paved roads down here, at nighttime, late at night, very easy to see a couple deer.
Yes.
Right by the road.
But I think next time we come, we may go down that road there. I think we should have went down that way, because that looks more grassy. But we'll see. I'll be up here either towards the end of this month or sometime next month in December. So yeah, I'm still kind of hoping we see something before we get to the car. And you can kind of see the road over there. Every now and again you'll see a car drive by.
Yeah, we didn't go far. If we didn't have the mosquitoes, we'd have gone further.
Yeah.
But, I'm just going crazy with them.
Yeah. I mean, they're bothering me, but not as bad as they are Ron.
But I've always been a mosquito magnet.
And like I said, even though we're not up against the brush, I don't foresee us getting ticks. But always check yourself for ticks when you're out in the forest.
That's for sure.
Yeah, I've learned that there is different types of Lyme disease. Some won't bother you at all. Some will, and some of it can kill you, especially if not caught in time. Got my steps in. Ron got a few steps in.
I did the mosquito dance, which is very similar to the spider web dance.
More deer tracks that we saw on the way in. The ones back there, these are like I said, really fresh. And like I said, I can probably Google it. I do not know how far this trail goes. So it will be something for me to investigate. When we get to the car, I gotta make sure I turn off my Old Trails app, because I like it for navigation for when I'm out here in the woods doing these hikes.
Well, I'll tell you what, these trails are a lot shorter for somebody in their 20s and 30s, and a lot longer for somebody in their 60s and 70s.
And
if that makes sense.
And like I said, that's what I said before. When I'm working out at the gym, I do about a mile and a half on the treadmill. Ron does not. So I might have went a little bit further, but the mosquitoes are kind of annoying right now. And Ron didn't, for safety reasons, Ron didn't want me to come out here by myself, so thank you.
Because I'm very protective of you.
You know, and if he didn't come with me, I still would have had my personal protection, and I would have grabbed his bear spray. But you'll see the fence up ahead. We're gonna pass that. And like I said, I'm sorry we didn't get to see anything. I was hoping this video would have been a little bit more exciting, other than the mosquitoes taking advantage of us.
Yeah,
more so taking advantage of Ron. But look how tall these trees are. Aren't they pretty? They're like all over poor Ron here.
I had two of them at the same spot.
Maybe next time, like I said, when I come up, it gets a little bit more cooler, quicker up here in Central Florida where he's at. About usually around the end of November, early December. So it won't be so hot, and hopefully not as many mosquitoes. And maybe the deer will be more active. Now if you look straight ahead and slightly off to the left, you'll see a white Jeep. That is the vehicle we are heading back to. But, I mean, it seems to be an easy trail, other than the mosquitoes being annoying right now. And you will get some coverage from the trees. But, like I said, sorry for the not so much adventurous video. Maybe the next one will be better. So, I'll catch you all later. Bye!